Mortal Kombat has evolved since 1992. This is one of those oldest games that has now become a very successful franchise. Don't we all love when we choose the fighter with a great background story, great moves, great costume, great special moves, combos and everything, and exactly the way we want. Regardless of that, a solid story mode can make a franchise more successful. Honestly, I love Mortal Kombat, and I am Mortal Kombat fan since Mortal Kombat 2. So here are the 24 things that I noticed from the story mode. I will be doing a critical review and some fun facts. So let's get started. Number 1. Radiant Sword.
There are fates worse than death.
Okay, see guys, I like watching fighting scenes with saber swords. Although I like the Radiant's electric saber sword, I was kind of confused. Like how the hell did he cut the Shinnok's head without chopping off the chains? So this scene is completely illogical. I don't understand, does this sword have some kind of no reaction towards metal chains? That needs an explanation. Number 2. Kronika.
I'm Kronika, keeper of time.
Kronika has always been there in the Mortal Kombat since the day one. I like this idea of introducing Kronika, the keeper of time, but there's something I am unhappy. Like in this scene, Raiden is killing Shinnok. So if Kronika is unhappy with what Raiden has done, she should have stopped him right on the spot while he was killing the Shinnok. Number 3. Sonya is dead. Lieutenant Sonya Blade was too much focused about the Undead armies captured in the Netherrealm. She was too much serious about her military work. They were planning to leave the Netherrealm as soon as possible. But Raiden, like always, Raiden orders the Earthrealm to protect the Earthrealm, which includes sacrificing their lives.
We must all be willing to sacrifice.
Here we go again. So, we lost our favorite Sonya Blade. Number 4. Sonya Blade. The one thing I really like about this game is Sonya Blade and Johnny Cage's relationship. Unlike in Mortal Kombat X, Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade were fighting with each other. Johnny Cage was being a kind person to Sonya, but Sonya was like, okay, I don't give a fuck, just go away from me.
This is what split us up in the first place. You disappear in your work. Never time for me and Cassie.
I had responsibilities.
But in Mortal Kombat 11, we see them kissing. And that's pretty cool because we are getting to see something romantic in the Mortal Kombat universe. So number 5. Devora. I would like to say that I hate her. In Mortal Kombat 11, Devora betrayed Kotal Khan for Shao Kahn. How in the hell she saved Shao Kahn in the nick of time? Look at this. There was a fight scene between Kotal Khan and Shao Kahn for the throne. Kotal Khan was just about to kill Shao Kahn. Suddenly, in the nick of time, Devora came and saved Shao Kahn. She was the one who killed our favorite Mileena. I highly doubt that was a clone of Mileena. But sadly, in Mortal Kombat 11, there is no sign of Mileena. Okay, number 6. Shao Kahn is a nice father. This is something none of us expect to be so true. But there was a conversation going on between Collector, Shao Kahn, and Devora. Devora suddenly said that I killed Mileena for your throne.
You killed Mileena? This is true. You will die!
Then Shao Kahn got angry like, what the fuck? Why did you kill Mileena? Now I will fuck you. But in the nick of time, Kronika appears and the Devora is saved. I wish he could have died. Number 7. Kotal Khan.
Shao Kahn? General Kotal?
Although his love story with Jade came out of from nowhere, and absolutely it looks very nice. Like in Mortal Kombat, we have just seen Johnny Cage and Sonya's love story, but the love story was less focused in Mortal Kombat X.
Johnny Cage is mine.
No, he's mine.
But in Mortal Kombat 11, we get to see the love story of Jade and Kotal Khan. But one thing I noticed, when Kotal Khan and Jade wanted to meet Baraka to team up with them against Shao Kahn. So Devora used powers to kill Kotal Khan, but in the meantime, Jade saved Kotal Khan from the deadly insects. The surprising thing is that in the next scene, Kotal Khan has no scars on his face given by Devora. That needs an explanation. Number 8. Duplicate Scarlet. So the whole Special Forces team is like, okay, they are having a good time. Johnny Cage is talking to the younger Johnny Cage and they are having some comical fun and all those things. There's one girl in their team which looks exactly like Scarlet. When Scarlet was revealed in Mortal Kombat 11, we noticed that she had a boy haircut, and this girl in the Special Forces looks similar to the Scarlet as in reveal trailer. First I doubted. Scarlet might be spying on their Special Forces, but there was no such thing.
Have you learned finally that you're no better than the rest of us?
Number 9. Kano. During Johnny Cage, I mean the old Johnny Cage, Johnny Cage defeated Sector. But how the hell Kano appeared in the nick of time?
Have I arrived too late?
You're back in the nick of time.
Johnny Cage has no idea where to hit Kano on his body other than his balls. He preferred to hit Kano on his balls. Like, wow, there's no other option, man?
Who's next?
My balls.
Number 10. Cabal. So when both of the Kanos kidnapped Sonya Blade and Johnny Cage, Cabal was the one helping them in their misdeeds.
Cabal, go get my lesser half.
And the base?
In Mortal Kombat 9, there was a scene when Cabal and Striker were standing together to fight against the monsters that were destroying the city. Cabal only joined Red Dragon after he was burned by Kintaro. So in this scene, Cabal is still young and he is still a police officer. He shouldn't give any fucks about Kano, but he is helping Kano in his misdeeds. I don't understand why. If he was in burn condition, we could understand that he was controlled by Kano. But in this moment, he can still breathe and he is police officer.
Well, most. She's dead.
Number 11. Ermac. So Ermac is missing from Mortal Kombat 11. Many Mortal Kombat fans are demanding Ermac and Reptile to return to Mortal Kombat 11. Technically, both of them should return. It doesn't matter whoever died in Mortal Kombat X. This time has been set back to where Shao Kahn was alive. So in that time, Ermac and Reptile were already present. And in Mortal Kombat 11, there is a scene between younger Jax and Jacqui Brigg where they were discussing about Ermac, how Ermac destroyed Jax's arms.
Man, these arms are an upgrade. It'll be payback time next time I see Ermac.
So I think Ermac and Reptile, both of them should come back in Mortal Kombat 11 as DLC. 12. Shiva. In the story mode, Kitana met Shiva. And then I realized that Shiva had a male voice. Like, in this game, Shiva does not have a feminine voice, like she had in Mortal Kombat 9.
Realm support, Your Highness.
There is no path to victory without the Tarkatans. If they can be swayed to Kotal Khan, it would be to our advantage to join him.
I have something to say. In Mortal Kombat 9, like everybody had a battle cry, and Shiva used to say, "For the Shokan!" So she had a female voice, and in this game, She does not have a female voice, it's totally a male voice. Her voice is not feminine. Number 13. Fight between Sonya and Johnny Cage. So Kano kidnapped both of them just to bring them to fight with each other? I mean, does it make any sense? Why does he want Johnny Cage and Sonya to kill each other when they could just shoot them on the spot? And Cassie Cage and Special Forces came there in the nick of time and saved Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade. Wow, everything happens in the nick of time. This is Mortal Kombat.
I'm done entertaining you clowns.
Number 14, Kano dies. So Kronika said,
if they die, their revenant selves will cease to exist.
the future will have no effect over the past. And in the next scene, Sonya is about to kill the younger version of Kano. But in the meantime, the older Kano takes control of the situation by threatening Johnny Cage's life. Older Kano made a mistake. Kano said,
He dies, so does your little girl.
and that's how Sonya took advantage of this moment and she killed the younger version of Kano. The younger version of Kano died. The old version of Kano also died.
Let me give you a break.
The Chronica said past has nothing to do with the future. Then how did it happen? Number 15. Garrus. So there was one scene when Garrus was going to fight against this whole special forces. They were trying to kill him. But there was one scene where he was fighting all the teammates of special forces. He killed one guy. Okay, so I don't understand this scene. And I highly doubt that camera was focused deliberately like that. I wonder how brutal it was when he killed that guy.
And the rest of your plan, we get help on the inside.
Number 16. Wise decision. So there was fight going on between Raiden and Garrus to know the location of Kronika. But as we all know, Garrus is immortal, he cannot die. But at least we can trap him.
My defeat is impossible.
Now Garrus has been trapped in the pool of blood.
That was easy.
Number 17. I hate Kronika. Hate is a strong word, but this villain made me hate her in the story mode. What I'm trying to say is Kronika is not a bad character. What I'm trying to say, she's a badass villain. She controlled the timeline throughout the story and I loved it. This was the best villain so far after Shao Kahn and Shinnok and Onaga.
Yet again, Liu Kang, you've chosen the wrong destiny.
Number 18. Who died? So from the Mortal Kombat 11 trailer, it was pretty obvious that Shinnok has died. Raiden has chopped off the Shinnok's head, and after that event, Kronika came to save Shinnok and want to restore him back to his normal position. Okay, the second person who died in this story mode was Sonya. So Sonya Blade with all of her special forces team went to the Nether Realm to fight for something I don't know, I can't remember. But in the end, it was decided that everybody has to leave the Nether Realm before the place explodes. But unfortunately, Sonya got trapped inside the rocks that made her succumb to death.
What? I'm not leaving you behind!
I mean, there were some obvious chances that she could survive, but she said, "Sorry Cassie, I cannot make it, so I'm going, goodbye."
Give your dad a kiss for me.
Can you imagine our favorite Scorpion, Hanzo Hasashi? Master Hanzo Hasashi, the old Scorpion, was killed by that bloody Devourer. I mean, why the fuck? She killed Baraka, she killed Mileena, now she killed our old Scorpion? Who the fuck do you think you are, Devourer?
The Shirai Ryu will not fall.
Okay, so the another person who died in this timeline is Shao Kahn.
Only I can rebuild the Empire. All realms will tremble before me.
We all know Kronika repeated the timeline where all the people came back from the past like Shao Kahn. But we come to know that Kitana killed Shao Kahn with no mercy. It was just 1.5 hours of the story mode and Shao Kahn died. And I was pretty angry. So the next player who died in the Mortal Kombat story mode is Cetrion.
Cetrion! As you wish, Mother.
Cetrion is one of those elder gods that Raiden used to communicate. And not to mention, she is the daughter of Kronika and sister of Shinnok. Cetrion was later absorbed by Kronika to fight against Liu Kang and Raiden. So in the end, Liu Kang was able to kill Kronika. That automatically killed Cetrion as well. Sector also died due to malfunction. Kano also died in this timeline as Sonya killed him. So these were the people who died in this timeline. Number 19. Sisters. Yes, you heard me right. Cassie Cage just called Sonya Blade her own sister, the younger Sonya Blade.
Here you are, young enough to be my sister.
Yeah, we can see that she's acting like a diva. She doesn't want to date the younger Johnny Cage, and she also says that, how can I sleep with that guy? I feel poor for Cassie Cage that she had to call Sonya Blade as her own sister. Like, it looks like her mother has been reincarnated. She couldn't recognize who her daughter was.
We should get back to work.
Number 20. Shang Tsung Island. As in Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks, Shang Tsung Island was located above the Goro's lair. It was also seen in Mortal Kombat 9 that above the Goro's lair is Shang Tsung's Island. In this Mortal Kombat 11, we saw Jax and Jacqui Breaks went to Shang Tsung Island ruins to get the Kronika's crown to stop her from all the destruction.
When I was here for the tournament, there were people everywhere.
However, both of them reached the Goro's lair through the Shang Tsung's Island, so it is confirmed that Goro's lair and Shang Tsung Island are connected together.
This is Goro's lair.
Thankfully, mine is Goro.
Number 21. Nexus. There's one scene in Mortal Kombat 11 story mode where Raiden meets the Elder Gods. And I noticed that I have seen this place somewhere. And then I realized that it was from Mortal Kombat Deception. The place is called Nexus. And this was the place where Raiden used to communicate with the Elder Gods. But during that time, I never got the chance to notice how the Elder Gods look like. But in this game, we can notice that one of the Elder Gods is Cetrion.
It was my brother, Shinnok. The darkness to my light.
However, in Mortal Kombat 4, there was one stage called the Elder Gods, with the giant bright blue glowing faces of Elder Gods, where Fusion and Raiden used to communicate with the Elder Gods. But later in Mortal Kombat Deception, it was changed to Nexus.
You must take my former position as protector of Earth. Raiden, it will be my honor to succeed you.
Number 22. Emotions. Mortal Kombat 11 came back with a great story mode, I swear. They also focused on love, compassion, sympathy and wisdom.
This is what I become.
Blame your loyalty to Katana.
There was one scene between Jade and Kotal Khan where they were going to the outworld to meet Baraka, and in the meantime, Kotal Khan was killing every Tarkatan, even the children. So Jade stopped Kotal Khan to spare them as they are children.
Kotal, this is cruel. Many didn't fight us. They are children.
Now that is something of wisdom.
Your heart has hardened, Kotal.
In the second number, we saw that Johnny Cage and Sonya were kissing each other in one of the scenes where Cassie Cage was saying, "Guys, I am here, so don't do it."
Jeez, guys, I'm right here.
And in the third thing, when Cassie lost her mother Sonya Blade, her facial expressions made me cry.
Our orders are to leave.
I felt sad a lot. When she was crying a lot and Johnny Cage hugged her, I felt so sad that she lost her mom. All of us know what is the feeling of losing a mom. In the next scene, Cetrion was going to kill Jacqui. So Cetrion made a deal with the younger Jax that if he could return the crown, then she could spare the Jacqui bricks.
Don't give it to her! No!
Jax had no choice but to return the crown to Cetrion and saved Jacqui Brick's life.
You were warned. Mere mortals cannot control the crown.
Number 23. Classic stages. Yes, you heard me right. In this Mortal Kombat 11, few of the classic stages are returning. For example, Shang Tsung's Island Ruins, Shao Kahn's Coliseum, and the Goro's lair. However, there were other cameos of the stages from Mortal Kombat 9. So Raiden was going to destroy Liu Kang once again.
I demand obedience!
But this time, Raiden realized that this is Kronika's conspiracy. She is trying to manipulate him to kill Liu Kang. So Raiden started getting flashbacks of all the fights he had with Liu Kang.
Liu Kang, stop!
Enough of your madness! If you must die, so be it!
Enough of your madness. If you must die, so be it.
This has happened before.
He also thought about how he killed Liu Kang in his past life.
This was not meant to happen.
In this flashback, many Mortal Kombat stages made cameo. For example, the rooftop, Deadpool, Subway, Pyramid of Argus, and many more. Number 24. Some missing details. Raiden defeated Frost in the ship.
You ignored me my entire life.
Raiden electrocuted her brain to make her understand the reality that we are not her enemies. We actually want her to be our ally. But I was expecting later that Frost would fight against Kronika, but she did not appear anywhere after that. And secondly, if Kronika has merged past and the present, everyone should be coming back to the timeline from the Mortal Kombat. For example, Mileena, Quan Chi, Sindel, Reptile, Smoke, Nightwolf, Rain, Ermac, Shang Tsung, and so on, but none of them came back in the story mode of the Mortal Kombat 11. I mean, I need an explanation for that. Mileena was present in that timeline. She could have returned. So this was a critical review of Mortal Kombat 11, and some things that I liked about the Mortal Kombat 11. I would say the story mode was fantastic. I enjoyed every second of 3 hours long movie. If you guys like this video, make sure you share this video with your friends. And let me know in the comment section below what else you noticed from the story mode of Mortal Kombat 11. Till then, peace.
Fatality.